My
That's
grandmother
so
asked why
weird.
I was still using a cane. Didn't the surgery work? What surgery? I was born with a spinal condition that was supposed to be corrected when I was 12, but my parents said the insurance denied the procedure, and we couldn't afford the $80,000 out of pocket. I was devastated, but I understood medical stuff is expensive, and I didn't want to be a burden. I managed with physical therapy and pain medication, and a cane on the bad days, but the condition progressed exactly like the doctors warned it would without intervention. The window for the corrective surgery closed when I was 15, and now I'm 22, and I'll be in pain for the rest of my life. Meanwhile, my brother Garrett has had everything handed to him since the day he was born. Brand new car at 16 while I took the bus. Private college fully paid while I went to community college and worked part-time. Spring break trips to Europe while I stayed home. His own apartment downtown while I lived in my parents' basement. I never complained because I thought they were stretched thin from my medical bills. Garrett has always been cruel about my condition too. You're not that sick, you just want attention. Must be nice having an excuse to sit out of everything. I've heard him tell his friends I'm basically faking because I can walk sometimes. We were all at a restaurant for my grandmother's 80th birthday. Grandma is sharp as a tack and she noticed I was using my cane and my limp was worse than usual. Sweetheart, why are you still struggling? Didn't the surgery help at all? I looked at her confused. What surgery? The spinal surgery. The one I've been funding since you were 8 years old. Dead silence at the table. Grandma, I never had surgery. Mom and dad said the insurance denied it and we couldn't afford it. My grandmother's face went white and then red. I set up a medical fund for you with $200,000 in it. I've been adding to it every year since you were born. I looked at my parents and my mother wouldn't meet my eyes. What is she talking about? Mom started stammering. The fund was, we had to use it for family expenses. Things came up and we were going to pay it back. What family expenses? Grandma pulled out her phone. I have records of every deposit I ever made. I have the account statements your father sends me every quarter. Dad tried to shut it down. Mom, this really isn't the place. What did you do with her medical fund? The entire restaurant went quiet. Grandma was scrolling through her phone reading out loud. January 2019, withdrawal of $45,000. That's the same month Garrett got his new car. I looked at my brother and he wouldn't meet my eyes. June 2020, withdrawal of $60,000. Garrett's first year of college tuition. March 2022, withdrawal of $35,000. Let me guess, his apartment deposit? My mother was crying. We were going to pay it back. Garrett had opportunities and we couldn't let them pass. You let opportunities for her pass. She was supposed to have surgery at 12. My dad tried to regain control. The surgery wasn't even guaranteed to work. The doctor said it had a 90% success rate if done before puberty. I was shaking because 10 years of pain suddenly made horrible sense. I looked at Garrett. Did you know? He was staring at his plate. Did you know? I mean, I knew there was some kind of fund. I didn't know it was specifically. You knew? You knew they were spending my medical money on you and you still called me a faker? I didn't think it was that serious. You walk around fine half the time. I walk around in agony half the time because I never got the surgery that would have fixed me. Grandma stood up. I'm calling my lawyer in the morning. I want a full accounting of every penny. Mom reached for her. Mom, please, we're family. You stole from your disabled daughter to fund your son's lifestyle. You are not my family. She turned to me. I'm getting you to the best specialist I can find. Whatever can still be done, I'm paying for it. Dad shook his head. The window for surgery closed years ago. There's nothing. There's pain management. There's mobility assistance. There's everything you denied her for a decade while your son drove a car bought with her suffering. Garrett spoke up. This is insane. It's just money. She's fine. Look at her. She's walking. I stood up with my cane and my hands were shaking. I'm in pain every single day. I had to drop out of nursing school because I couldn't handle the physical demands. And you're wearing a watch that cost more than my yearly medical bills telling me I'm fine? Garrett rolled his eyes. You always have to make everything about you. Grandma slammed her hand on the table. Enough. We're leaving. She took my arm and helped me toward the door. The last thing I heard was Garrett's voice behind us saying, this is so dramatic. She's literally walking right now. The surgery window closed 7 years ago. I'll never know who I could have been without the pain.